I knew it would be okay. It was a little bumpy, but now it's actually coming down. See,
yeah, it's perfect.
Can't go up today. It's too smooth.
So is it good practice to always have your hand on the throttle?
No, up here you're fine.
Okay.
You're climbing. You're going to use it again when you settle. No, you take your hand and relax. Even that hand you can relax. Let go of the wheel. Watch. Okay? I'm still climbing. But now I'm going to use this. I'm going to push this forward because I want to level these two up. Remember the static port? I want it to sense no pressure change. So if he can't move, he can't move. They're locked into Mortal Kombat, I guess, right? Now feel the pressure. So right away, I'm not going to trim it. I'm going to bring the power back to a cruise power. Feel the pressure's still there, but I'm staying here. You see it? Put your hand. Push it. Push it. Push it. Push it. Yeah, push it. Keep it there. Don't let it come up. Push it in. Hold it right here. Don't let it move in or out. There you go. Now trim that out.
Oh, boy.
Keep it there. No, wrong way. This way. Push your nose in. Nope. Don't trim it while the nose is moving. Hold it there, and now trim it. Don't let it move. Keep it there. Now trim it. Now relax the grip. Is it getting better? Put a little more pressure on. A little more trim. A little more. Now try that. Okay? Now, you're flying towards your destination, which is there. You're at 3,000 feet. Now, if you have it trimmed just right, let go of the plane. And there it is. So all I got to do is make small corrections to keep that there and keep this here if the airspeed gets too fast. But it's not. That's cruise speed. Now we're going to Wyndham, so now I'm thinking, where am I going? What do I have to do? I got to talk to them. I got to at least listen for anybody's there. Okay, I want to listen to the weather there. Put that over here.
Sky condition clear. Temperature
clear.
3 Celsius.
Look for the altimeter.
-0.4 Celsius. Altimeter 296.9er.
Oh, that's right about there. Pretty good, see?
400.
Nice pressure all over, nice even pressure. And the winds are, what, calm? I doubt that.
2203 Zulu. Wind 330 at 11. Visibility.
So runway 36 would be the better runway because the winds are 330, which is here, and we're landing to the north. So in this case, it looks like we're going to come right on the left downwind for 36, left base, and head back this way. We're going to have a left crosswind coming in. But if you took 29 or 27, yeah, 27, you would have a really big, actually almost might have a tailwind component. You see it? It's right here. So if they said the winds are what? What were the winds? 330.
330.
At 11. Okay. So if we're landing this way, coming in, so that's final, and the winds are blowing at us this way. If we were landing 27, we'd be landing this way, and we'd have a direct crosswind. You can do either one. You go there, practice crosswinds. Well, there you go. But we have enough at Worcester. I mean at 3BO here, so that's good. Now fly the plane. Try to maintain altitude best you can. And we're going to head towards Wyndham, and it looks like a little bit to the left there. You can see that area right out there. So now we get within about 10 miles of Wyndham. We're almost there already, see? So I would announce this, Wyndham traffic. So I'm not talking to Southbridge anymore. Wyndham traffic, Skyhawk, I'm still Skyhawk, 53996 is 10 miles to the north-northeast, inbound landing for runway 36 Wyndham. I get closer, I let them know I'm getting on a downwind for 36. I'm listening to any traffic there and see what they're doing. That's why I'm listening way ahead of time. That's it. Pretty cool, huh? Now the rudders, so I can use the rudders to steer me pretty good. Just a little bit of pressure here and there. 2 points, I follow those points and I can just make it do my bidding, just like that, see it? And if the altitude changes too much, I don't care, we're good here, but we actually would be. So we came at 3, all I gotta do, remember if I have this set, and if the wind did that, if I pitch this back down and let it get down without changing the power setting, this is going to increase, all this stuff's going to increase there, right? So now when I get back down altitude, so instead of just letting it go, I go, all right, energy is going to go, woo, like that. So I don't want to do that, and I'm just going to hold that here now, and just keep it level, just my level attitude. And give it time, you see it starting to slow down again. And I just hold that pressure. So instead of changing and chasing it, I know it's going to come back where I was. And if it does do that, and if it doesn't right away, if it comes back and I found I need a little more trim, maybe that's why I did that, is I would just give it a little bit of trim. Very little. Doesn't take much. It's small, little corrections as you go. That's it. All right, so window traffic Skyhawk 53996 is 10 to the northeast, inbound for landing runway 36 at window. Something like that. Just telling who's ever listening. Now, if somebody's there, he might come back, she might come back and say to me, "Stay away! Get out of here. We don't want you here." I hope not. There you go. Just kind of keep that working. That's good. Now I can go to sleep now. We're working all day. I'll see you later.
Now, do you need, like, we're going to do a touch and go?
We'll stop and taxi back.
Okay.
Take a full stop.
If you wanted to, like, hang around and grab a bite to lunch, do you need some kind of special clearance to, like leave your plane there? How does that work?
You just park it. It's an uncontrolled field. There's no tower here.
Oh.
Whenever Worcester, I had to talk to them.
Yeah.
I'm telling these guys what I'm doing. Nobody's coming back to me and saying you can't do that or whatever. Worcester Tower, I call them. They tell me where to report. Do this, do that. Yeah, they tell me what to do. Here I tell them what I'm doing. Now I know 36 is going to be just the opposite coming at me. I'm going to be landing this way, but I'm going. So this is a downwind. Now as I get closer, I'm going to start slowing this up and bringing that power back a little bit. So even right now, if I want to let go of the wheel, don't hold it too tight, and I bring the power back just a little bit, good enough, it's going to start sinking. Here's the thing. If you look at where you're going, if it never goes under the nose, you will always get there. It is. It's just basic physics. There it is. I'm aiming at it. It's like a gun. If I shoot a bullet, boom, it's going to go where I shot it unless my sights are off. Yeah. All right. So now, while we're doing all this good stuff here, new right main tire.
So when you're like 10 or 7 miles away, you're going to want to start slowing it down?
Well, more so. We'll work it out as we get there, right? So right now, I'm taking the wrong side. Hold on a minute. There you go. You ready?
Oh, I put my aviators on too.
That's cool. Do that too. Okay. These are cool. Hold on. There you go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Right.
That's good. I like that one.
There you go. Right. 1, 2, 3. That work?
Can I zoom in on this mode?
And ask you to zoom in on mode. What mode? Hold on. Let me put this on a little. Beauty face. Well, that's why my face got in there. That's why it didn't work. There you go. We'll leave that best photo. Hey, here's auto. I'll just do auto.
Unicon Commander 1465, Juliet entering left downwind, runway 36 Wyndham.
Okay, he's on a downwind 36 Wyndham. Okay, let's try that again. All right.
There we go.
Yeah, let's go. Winter traffic Skyhawk 53996 is about 5 out. We're going to be entering on the left downwind runway 36 Wyndham. Hey, see the airport out here anywhere? Right there in front of you, see it? Right, see where all the water is? Right here?
Oh, okay, yep, I got it.
So, 36, 27's going this way, 36 is going this way, so we got to get on the other side so we can land to the north. Okay? So here's how you do it.
65, you left downwind, runway 36 Wyndham.
He's on the left downwind. Look for an airplane that's going over those houses there, probably trailers or whatever they are. See right there? And we look for that commander. That's the name of the airplane.
I don't see it.
Keep looking. You'll see him. That's the whole point. Look, see him. He's on the downwind. Where on the downwind? He could be out here in front of you on the downwind. Okay? So now we're going to start slowing down some more. So when I start going below that green on here, carb heat out. I'll get there. Dealing with the bumps. It was smooth. There you go. Now we're going to just start. Now look for he's going to start calling his base in a minute here. sinking down nice. Now the traffic pattern altitude here is about 13-ish, give or take. So we're working our way down to here. Now we should be calling his base. Let's listen for it.
465, Juliet turning left base, runway 36 window.
It's right over there. And I'm looking this way all over because if there's anybody coming else in, I want to make sure they're there. So here I'm starting to turn, and I announce window traffic Skyhawk 53996 is turning on a left downwind runway 36 window. I almost said runway 2. A little bit of trim, nose up here. So now we're on a downwind, we're going opposite the way we're going to land, see it? Now he's right there, you see him right there? Turning final.
Oh, yeah, I got
it. There you go, good. There
he is.
You get your air eyes as well. You get your ears, air, ears.
Yeah, oh, he looks so small.
That's right, he is, from us. He's landing his plane. We're getting ready to land now. We're looking for any other traffic. We're looking around, make sure there's nobody. We're trying to maintain at least 1300, so let's kind of bring that back up a little bit. And he'll be getting off one of those points or something, I guess. He didn't announce what he's going to do. He's probably full stop. I'll bring that back up a little bit. Window traffic Skyhawk is midfield, runway 36 window.
And then the traffic command 146, Juliet is clear, runway 3.
He's clearing
He's clearing it.
He's just, you know how I used to learn this stuff? I used to fly over the airports if they were really busy, and before 9/11 they were. And I would just watch what everybody's doing, listen to the radio, and I say, oh, I can't, I see what they're doing. That's how I was learning. It was
That sounds
cool.
so much fun.
It was, actually. So now we're being the numbers. Power back, 1700. We're going to start slowing down to go down. Get slow to the airplane. I'm going to hold it here and go, whoa, no. Now again, I'm repitching, so I got to retrim it. Okay? And I'm looking for 10 knots degrees of flaps might be nice. Push the nose down to a landing attitude. Now remember, level was this. Now landing is kind of a little wider, 8 inches, 12 inches, whatever. I look back at my runway, 45 degrees, and I announce window traffic Skyhawk turning left base runway 36 window. Okay. Now I'm on base, I'm looking for any traffic, I watch my airspeed, I'm looking around. My head is never in one spot. I hope my head stays on my neck at least anyway, but sometimes you feel like you're swiveling all over. Ooh, what? Who said that? Now remember, now I'm going to turn the runway 36, I'm looking for that evenness of the runway. Okay? Obviously it's not even yet, is it?
Not at all.
So turn when you think it is. Hand on the throttle. Okay, you're landing. I'm just going to sit in. Okay, slowly start turning in. Window traffic Skyhawk turning final, runway 36, window be a full stop taxi back. Okay, now take some of the bank out. Okay, and let it come over. If the wind's from here, remember?
Yeah.
Let it blow us over a little bit.
Okay.
There it is. Now there's lines on here we don't land on, but that's called display threshold. Now bring power back just a little bit. That's good airspeed. Now hold that right there. Now we don't need any more flaps. As we get closer, don't pitch it down. Now bring power back just a hair. What we're trying to do is sink it down. We're trying to maintain pitch. Now bring power back more, even more. Now you see those arrows? We can aim at those. We just don't land on them. What we do is use those for an aiming point, and when I flare out, hopefully if I did it right, I'd be right on those numbers there. See? Now this is not all that long of a field. So here's the technique. Let me grab the plane from this, Matt. As I'm doing is I'm aiming at the third arrow back, maybe the fourth arrow. That's where my aiming point is. If it's in the window, it should be staying right there all the way down. If I wanted more flaps, I would just adjust for that. So let's see, I'm going to dump the flaps all the way down. Going to hold it still at that area I'm looking at. I have no power in this plane right now. Just got it all the way out. Okay, I'm letting it sink down right over the guy's house here. That son of a bitch. Alright, airspeed's good. Now you notice I'm not going to land on these, but I can. Nobody says I can't fly over them. Okay, now I'm going to bring this back. Now remember that I'm looking to lose that lift right about here, and the wheels will be right down somewhere around here. See? Just like that. Okay, we get off right here. Alpha, pretty short. And we'll get off at Alpha. Yeah, we're in traffic. Skyhawk clearing off at Alpha Taxi back runway 36 for departure. Wyndham. That bird followed you all the way over here. Look at that.
He likes us.
He like. There's your windsock, see it? So now I'm going to stop playing. I'm going to clean it up, carb heat, flaps, and get my trim. If I had any trim, I didn't. I just held the trim. No, I'm not so lazy today. So now see, you can taxi me back to take off. Pretty easy, I'm telling you. So you'll see. It's going to take a while, but there's going to be little lights coming on as you go. Like, I got it, move on, I got it. Well, you might not do it within your Top Gun, but you know, you're learning quite a bit even now. Let's say we move over just a little bit to the right here.
Right.
But that's, remember, it should be on the inside of your right leg. I'm sorry.
Okay.
There you go. There, it's a parallax, kind of looking on an angle at it. That's why it looks different now. A little bit that way now. You'll get it. Keep it going.
Is that good?
You're doing fine. Just give me all those messages here.
Hey, just a popular guy.
I try to hide a lot. Some guy flew in non-announcing Cessna Blue, looks like taking off again. What do I care? Hell, she sent me that. 1617. What time is it? Oh, I care. And? He's probably in the wrong frequency. She doesn't understand all the time. But the thing is, you don't have to announce anybody. Technically, this is an uncontrolled field,
right.
And I don't have to talk to a soul. But we do that because it's safe. It's a safer thing to do.
Class E airport, is that what it is?
This is actually a Class G to a certain point.
Oh, okay.
And when you learn about maps, you'll see what I'm talking about, but we don't have to worry about that right now.
I took a look at the whole, charts and maps and everything. It looked very confusing.
I don't know. That plane's pretty white, huh? That's pretty white of you. This,
is that a
you know,
Viper?
Yeah. Yep. Might be, what car? It might be a 140. There again, we're looking, no. And we can get ready to take off. We don't have to do the run up again. So try to keep me on the center. So remember, we want to always be on the center, just like that. And eventually, you'll see, you'll be dancing on these things, no big deal. See these lines? That's telling me that's the runway. That's telling me don't go out there. It's not a control field. I can go out there. I don't have to get permission, but I'm going to make sure it's safe, right? So bring me out on the center line, but go straight and then make a turn. Now, we can take off on these display thresholds. We just can't land on them.
Oh. Well, what happens if you land on them?
You can even have a picnic on them if you want. Well, they do it mostly. I think it's mostly because of his houses and stuff here. I told you those were trailers.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I was right. I didn't see any tornadoes around here. All right, so the winds are slightly left, not too bad. Okay, so when you're ready, give me full power, feed off the brakes, and use the rudders to steer. Once that air gets over that tail, we can steer pretty easy. So
okay, flaps good?
Yeah, we're good. Full power.
All right, full power.
Full power, and make sure the trim's good. Now just use your feet full way, all the way in. Hey, hold your hand on it, and what you do is tighten this up a little bit. There you go, so we're rolling. And airspeed's alive, and we should be able to get off right about here. Look at that, huh? Nice. There you go. Climb that straight up. A little crab to the left because of the wind. Tracking straight ahead. Hand on throttle in case you need it. But once you're up there at a certain altitude, you can relax yourself. What do you think?
I love it.
All right, so we're going to head back to Southbridge, so we know that that's to the south, right? Because we went south, so we got to go north now, right? What do you think? Left turn out, right? Straight. How about straight out?
All right.
Now we came straight in, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
That's where we're going.
All right. Keep on going straight.
Now we go. We're in traffic, Skyhawk 53996, just departed 360. Straight out departure to the north at Wyndham. Also Southbridge. It's like anything, the more you do it, the what you knew last time, that compounded, and so on and so on. Remember that commercial? And she told 2 friends about it, and she told 2 friends about it. Yeah. And your brain's just going to do that. It's just going to keep adding things. You're going to figure things out. Like I said, some things might kind of confuse you at first, but eventually that'll go away. Now the sun in my eyes, I think I'm going to want to put this over here. So my dog's a nut, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a lot of energy.
Yeah, he likes to bark.
Yeah. How old is he?
He's lazy, too. He's going to be 6 years old this September.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't believe it. It's like I just got it. Now, you see we had this here? So just follow that back.
Follow the line? Okay.
Yeah, but if I wanted to go to 3BO, I can do the same thing. I'll go look for it. I know it's north of me somewhere, north-northeast. Might be, there it is. So I go direct, enter, enter, and draws me a line, which is the same line. It's over there, so over yonder.
So does anybody really use like a VOR anymore? Is it mostly...
we do. Do it all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah. So right now, if you want to say, well, when would...